this way. Yeah. So last episode we did a ton of special missions, I would say. I don't really have a name for the levels in which the goal is just vanilla. I guess special, which makes sense. I suppose, yeah, we did do a bunch of special missions. Just kind of make up a buffer for a future episodes so we can keep on track to the 16 episode goal. So this is a thing. This is a fucking thing. Morale Captain thingy. I'm not entirely sure what to call it. But yeah. I guess the first topic of the day is I did recently finish rewatching the previous episodes of Ruby, and I definitely have to say that the first 2 seasons-ish definitely feel like a little bit weird in the sense that a lot of the episodes could probably have been merged, and I'm not entirely sure what the thing was, but like I want to say it was either the fact that it was a YouTube show at first, and then it moved on to its own platform, or the fact that they just really wanted to use cliffhangers and turning points, because like some of the cliffhangers they used do not work at all. Like there's definitely points in which an episode ends, it's like, oh, I thought that would have been more. Like, okay. Like a lot of the episodes that are randomly spliced into 2-parters, I just don't get. Like what exactly is the story there? I don't know. Maybe they were against having episodes at a certain length, and so if they just went over the length, they just kind of had to awkwardly cut the episode there. Although, like, why would you not cut the episodes more in more similar sizes? That sort of thing? Because, like, you'd get episodes, like, around, 14 minutes long. Around there, and then the next episode would be, 3 minutes long. It's like, what? Were you so against an episode that was 17 minutes long? Why? Just not really a fan. Also, I definitely wanted to say that, I'll add in the fact that, holy shit, does Season 6 get carried by the, I think Apathy episode? Because, oh boy. I definitely wanted to say that I struggled a lot getting through Seasons 4, 6, and surprisingly enough, 7 on a rewatch. Although that being said, I think 7 more so because it's like a lot less tense on a rewatch, and not to mention it is kind of the build-up episode of the build-up season for season 8. Although that being said, looking back on it, I definitely feel like a lot of the season 8 episodes probably have easily fit into season 7, especially the ones going back on the diversion back on the backstory. Because it definitely feels a little bit weird, just randomly in the middle of season 7, 8, randomly going back and going over Cinder's backstory, which is definitely something I want to say should have been in a lot earlier. I think I might go down there and help them out a little bit. Okay. That's not a good. Okay. Hopefully we're fine. Season 4, I definitely say, is a little bit boring only because it's kind of in the lull of the story. Like, you had the high season 3, and then it kind of takes its time building up to the new sort of peak. And I'm not really sure what to say about season 5, but like I definitely feel like there's like a little bit more action in there. Definitely want to add that it's a little bit weird that so do we not have a base? Huh. Like it definitely feels a little bit weird that they kept the Ruby crew like apart for a little bit, like as long as they did. Because like they don't get back together until like the end of season 5. Definitely feels a bit off. Not to mention for like a long time, Blake is just off doing her own thing, which feels weird. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess if there's anything to critique, it's probably Blake's plot. Just dealing with I guess the fallout of the White Fang. Well, that being said, I guess there probably was like a little bit of a story change, a changing of ideas, and the White Fang just kind of had to suffer there for like a little bit as they changed around. Yeah. Although like I don't know why they just didn't add Adam to hold on, why did you have to go and fucking be in trouble? God damn it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why Adam wasn't just added to Salem's crew. Especially because Neo eventually becomes a part of the crew. You're fine-ish. It's just like there's a lot of enemies here for some reason. Yeah, season 6 has the fucking Apathy arc, and I'm like looking back, I'm not really a fan of the whole thing. I was just there. What the fuck happened, guys? I was just there. What the hell happened? Hopefully Zelda's fine, because we are quite close to the end. Although I wouldn't really say this is close to the end, considering that we do have to go down there. I'm leaving you. Hopefully you shouldn't cause any trouble up here. And I'm just hoping that we can go down and quickly defeat Sia. Because it definitely seems like thingy things on her last breath. Like a little bit. Yeah, I definitely want to say that they just had the like the robot fight just to have it, because like Yeah, it definitely feels a lot of, like a little contrived. Just like a little bit. But I mean, thankfully Season 8 does kind of bring things back a little bit. Okay. Why don't I do? I think I might just do this and hope that we can muscle through Seal. Just a little bit, because Zelda does not have 6 minutes left to live. She probably has a lot less than that. Although it does not count. We don't care because we killed Seal. Alright. Although that being said, how many times have we not had an Adelaide base to worry about? It definitely feels like it hasn't been. It's been a thing. Because like it does, kind of does feel a little bit weird just to have the allied captain just chilling out in the enemy base. What? Excuse me? Okay, another A rank for the collection and a whole bunch of shit we don't exactly need. And a costume for Sheik we won't be using. I'm thinking that because we are going to be using a few, I might do a thing. Yeah, I'm thinking what I'll do is from now on, if it's not a character that we won't be using, using the new costume, I think what I'll do is, kind of splice in the reward, thing in the reward screen. I don't exactly feel like using the magic rod at all, so muscle time. That makes it. Let's see how quickly this would go by. I think by the end of this chapter, this map, I wanted to see. I guess even at the end of this chapter, kind of wanted to see just what my 10 strongest or highest levels, their highest leveled warriors are. Just kind of to see. I'm not sure if this is because it's a thing that I've seen a lot, but this definitely feels like similar. Yeah, that's something I kind of wanted to note. Where exactly is the, remaining few, fucking thingy things? The Skulltulas, where are they? No, let's just brute force this base. Why not? I definitely don't think we're going to be at risk of damage, although that being said, Makako could be an issue if we aren't careful so much. That we could pretty easily put it down, right? I think. I did not check. Okay, cool. I think it's a no guarding. That's fine. No. It's a speed run. If you couldn't tell by the fucking giant timer at the top there. So I'm kind of surprised like how many health containers and like stuff Link there's been in this map. Although that's not a hotkey, that's just a boss key. Go down this way. Oh, I guess up this way. Ooh. That could be an issue now that I'm thinking about it. The KO count. Because we kind of rushed through this. Thinking because this is going to take a little bit because we are like 500 away. I'm thinking that I might cut around to when we do, or when we're closer to the carry count. So yeah, see you guys then. Definitely shouldn't have been worried so much about the carry count because we did kind of easily get them like really easily. Although I did accidentally open up the enemy base, but I think it's fine. A lot of the time is going to be spent more so on the giant boss at the end, I think. Yeah, definitely so. Is it King Dodongo? It might be King Dodongo. Yep, it's King Dodongo. Okay, he's up there. That could be a thing. Could be. But I'm not sure if it is going to be though. Ooh. I guess it just kind of depends on how quickly I can take this guy down. Because I am kind of thinking about doing one more level after this. And I'm hoping that one's going to be a little bit shorter. Maybe. I definitely get the feeling that we can quite easily carry him in one like go. If he was like the darker variant, I think I wish it would take a 2. But because it is 1, I'm not sure about that. Also, could you do your fire attack and like be done here? Or maybe better just use the fire attack on the floor. Just fall through for me, please. Just be a fucking Pikmin 2 ball bear on a cave. If they do remake Pikmin 2, I wonder if they're gonna like fix that. Or if they're just gonna leave that in. Because I could definitely see them just adding in invisible walls around the floors for the enemy specifically. Although if we are talking invisible walls, invisible walls for Pikmin 2, that would be nice. Just so Pikmin can't be yeeted by the enemies. Because like when I was going through Pikmin 2 a while ago, yeah, Dream Den level 10 is an issue, but I think it's like Dream Den level like 8. I don't know. It's the longer one, which like the longer path one, like the spiral path one, where there's a lot of beetles and lava kind of beetles. Yeah, that's just, no. Like, why'd you do this to me? Because then they're not the good beetles, which you can use their attacks against you. Oh, against them. They're the bad ones, in which you have to fucking do the thing. No, I don't want that. Let's do. What was this one? Yeah, actually, okay, there is a 2 more sculpture levels, that's fine. Ooh, actually, yeah. Huh. Definitely need more compasses out of this. And that sure as shit is a bomb. Unless it's just an odd case where it's just a flute. This feels weird, let's go back to this one. Okay, it is a level 6. This could be problematic, but we are using Lana. I was gonna say. I was really tempted to use the summoning gate there. But I don't think that'll be fast enough, I don't think. So it's gonna be 6th not really a fan of this layout, to be honest. Okay, yeah. Level 6 mission, so there's 6 enemies for us to fight. I definitely wish you could go through that keep up there, because I definitely think that that's like the only thing stopping us from risking it and just going up there. So, why is it magic and not like Triforce pieces? I clearly think that would be the better thing. This is not really the best way to go about getting to them, so we are just kind of to go around. Okay, they're gonna be up there. Oh, messages, okay. It was a little bit weird that they this early. Yeah. Although I think we did do a level 9 beforehand. Yeah, although that being said, because of their positioning, we are going to be we are gonna deal with them eventually. Let's do this. And just kind of hope that they aren't going to go to different places. Okay, the sucky thing is that they are kind of spread out a little. Shouldn't call that sucky, but that's not really sucky since they are going to the same place. So we can just kind of do this. Just cut them down easily. So I guess this worked out fine. In fact, I don't think there was any risk involved since we did kind of easily just go through them easily. Huh. Okay, and you are remaining, and let's cut you down. Definitely want to see what the what the layout of vanillas and special levels is between the remaining levels we have to do, because I think an issue of the last map was the fact I kind of did all the special levels before dealing with a chunk of the vanilla levels, and that definitely made things just feel a bit icky. It was definitely a thing just keeping, one of the things dealing with, like, just to show its length, I guess. A reason of its length. Although that makes I'm not entirely sure how much I could have cut it down. Just by not doing a lot of special missions beforehand. Okay, Lana, you need better books, girl. So, yeah, now that I know you can get more special, the 8-bit weapons, okay. Nah, I won't risk it. I'll leave it for the next episode. Yeah, now that I know you can get more 8-bit weapons with skills, what exactly is the draw to the 8-bit weapons? Like, are they powerful in any sort of way? Or, like, are they more powerful than the standard level 3s? Like, I definitely need to look that up, because, like, what the fuck? What's the deal? Tell me, please. But yeah, now you can. I wanted to say they were around the halfway point in the whole clearing the map thing. Although that being said, we did have less to do on the right side of the map, since we kind of focus around them also than on the right side, which yeah, we're gonna be spending a lot of time on, definitely so. But yeah, I'm hoping that this one isn't a big deal. I'm not really a fan of those, but it is a level 2, so we're fine. Same deal with that one for a different reason, and I'm kind of hoping that this, for some reason, isn't the final level for some reason. But yeah, until then, that is when I'll see you.